Yeah. Is it time for D's nuts? D's nuts. Nuttalicious. Ah. Time for D's nuts. D's nuts. Somebody won that jackpot last night, $650,000. Was it me? Oh. It's time for D's nuts. America runs on D's nuts. It's too hot for coffee. It's really a cold frappuccino type of day. And the unrelenting heat and humidity and the heat dome. I guess when I see H on the weather map, I know that's hell. And if I see L, that means lovely. That means, well, it can mean really disruptive weather. But the heat dome always lasts a long time, and it's always a big, horrible event to happen during the spring and the summer months in Texas. It means a drought. It means prolonged suffering is what it means. To say nothing of heating up the Gulf of America, thereby causing more massive hurricanes because the water's so hot. Gives it fuel to the hurricane system. Yeah. Oh. James Comey, former FBI director, appointed by Barack Hussein Obama, fired by Trump in 2017. So James Comey posted something online. I think it was on what, Twitter X, Elon Musk's social media organization. Twitter X bought it from Jack Dorsey, the guy who sold out the American people so that they could elect Joe Biden by censoring anything anti-Biden during the lead up to the 2020 election. Yeah, that guy. There's probably a list of maybe 10 types of people that I don't like and that I despise in the world. Two of them are sellouts and betrayers. And of course, liars and gaslighters. And there's a whole hell of a lot of them, sellouts and betrayers. You know, since the days of Jesus Christ and Pontius Pilate and Judas Iscariot. So, I mean, these people aren't nothing new. They've been around forever, you know, since antiquity. So Comey did a tweet on Twitter X, and he did an X. He X'd it. Mess up your potty pad? Yeah, that. Okay. All right. That girl singing on the Daisy commercial, it reminds me of that on the Mark Dice, that funny video. I'm gonna say the N word if I feel like it. I feel like saying the N word. Yeah. Well, get some grub going on here. Yeah. Well, when you see that heat dome over Texas, you see, just put the H and just say hell. And that's what it is. Heat and humidity, hell. If you see L, you can say lovely, I guess. Yeah. The heat domes in Texas are deadly because they stick around, they hang out. They don't just come and say, hey, yeah, here's some heat, here's some heat and humidity that's dangerous to your health. No, it sticks around. It hangs out for like 10 days or 2 weeks or some god awful amount of time. Now, I always hope and pray for an active tropical season, but not a devastating tornadic hurricane that drowns the city and destroys the power grid or anything like that. So I never hope and pray for that, obviously. Yeah. So if I did win $1 million or so, what would I go after first? I guess I'd go get some tit. Go get some bush. You know what I mean? Get some tit, get some ass. Yeah. Maybe some Swedish ass, some Romanian ass, Slovenian ass, all the finest European ass. It's probably expensive though, but probably some great ass. You know what I mean? Go bitch shopping. How about that? I'm not really into the Filipino mail order brides. No disrespect to Filipinos. You know what I mean? But I like my white people, right? Yeah, I like my European people. I love it. I love them. Yes, of course. But that doesn't necessarily mean I have to get an English or Irish girl. Even though I do find that English accent to be really hot. You know what I mean? I'll suck your cock. Yeah, it's kind of the English accent's very nice. The original English accent, by the way. All right. Yeah, turning on the burner, but I'm not, and nothing's in the pot, so it's like, well, what's going on here? Or, maybe Japanese bush, maybe some exotic bush. Some exotic vaginas. Yeah, they got some different flavors, different styles out there. Go do a little shopping. Unless you just want a traditional Texas girl. Those big country Texas girls. Yeah, I might just go country. I might just go Texan. Right? Go Texans. Yeah. Why shop around for a Vermont girl when you got all this bush, got all this country bush running around here? All these big Texas tatates. Yeah. Tasty tatates. Yeah. So James Comey, what'd he do? Well, there was a Steele dossier, Clinton illegal email server, Hillary Clinton, blah blah blah. Yeah, all the other scandals. Do I believe that Russia interfered with the 2016 elections? No. I mean, now they probably didn't want Hillary Clinton to win because she's always like Russia is the devil and stuff, and she always wants to go to war with Russia. So of course Russia is like obviously. Now you can't really go to war with Russia because they have almost 2,000 thermonuclear weapons. I mean, how many of them work? I don't know. I mean, how many of them are like from the Soviet era? They might have some advanced shit, but I think if we went to war with Russia, we'd just wipe them out. They would just all be dead. I think Moscow would be wreathed in flames. It would just be ash and dust. Yeah, snack. Okay. Love you. Lick some Slovenian Slovenian titties. Slovenian titties. What does it mean to me? Slovenian titties and Slovenian vaginas. The Slovenian vagina is like, man, dude. It's just a new level of vagina right there. Or that Swedish vagina. There's just something about it, it's like this exotic, it's like this fine, pale skinned vagina from ancient Europe, from the Caucasus Mountains. There's just something about it. All right, so doing a little bread toasting, bread buttering. Okay, yeah, that's nice. All right, let's get our thing together. Little Romanian bush. Ooh. What's that Romanian porn star? Sensual Jane? God. She could have been an actress, but she went into porn. Yeah. I guess she's a ractress. Ractress? Good one. Ooh. like that. The Raptress. The Raptress. The Raptress. 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 Oh. Get the Raptress. So James Comey did a tweet, and it's I guess it was a D-list celebrity. What's her name? Back in the 2016 good old days or whatever. It was Kathy. What was her name? Kathy Griffin. Yeah. So she's some rich Hollywood snobby liberal. She only has like a few $1,000,000 or something. She's like. Now, Kathy Griffin knows she's a crappy D-list celebrity, and she's no Lucille Ball, and she's no legendary. She's not Vicki Lawrence. She's not some she's not Roseanne Barr. She's not like a legendary female comedian at all. And so she's like, oh crap. And then in the social media age, she's like, man, I got to stay relevant. So she posts a decapitated head, a mock head of Donald Trump, and she has the knife, and then she posts to the picture, remember, with the blood everywhere and all that. So in Kathy Griffin's mind, she could stand up to Trump, and then she could also have her D-list celebrity maybe elevate to maybe C- for a little while. And so she could get herself noticed again. I'm important again. People care about me. I thought I was a has-been D-list celebrity in the Hollywood Hills in my millionaire mansion, all drinking wine and fading away in age and time. But people care about me again. But unfortunately, the people that cared about her were like the Secret Service and people laughing at her, for her stupid stunt. Yeah. We'll have a Swiss, an egg, and yeah. We'll have the last Swiss slice. So the Secret Service visited, Miss Griffin and had the conversation. Had the conversation. Was it worth it for Kathy Griffin? She's still getting older. She's still dying every day like everybody else. I don't know if it helped her bank account being anti-Trump. I don't know if it does. I don't think it really works out for people financially being anti-Trump or having Trump derangement syndrome. Does it really work out for those people? Does it really pay off, ultimately speaking? Probably not. Is it working out for Alec Baldwin? Is it working out for Robert De Niro? I mean, really? Probably not. So, ultimately, in the long game, in the long view, the four-dimensional chess, being anti-Trump is not beneficial to your pocketbook, to your health, to your anything, to your ratings, to your views, to your likes, to your it doesn't. It's good for nothing. Good for jack shit. Yeah, that doesn't mean you should be you can't be critical and voice your concerns about Trump, You know, that's not what it means. You still have the First Amendment of the Constitution, the freedom of speech. Yeah. So, yeah. It doesn't mean you can't question Donald Trump and his administration, or you can't question what he's doing or his actions or anything like that, because we live in a country with the freedom of speech and the freedom of expression. Sure. But you can't threaten or imply physical harm, you know. So I can't post a meme with a sword cutting off Donald Trump's head on Twitter X. I can't get an AI to write me that without, you know, some kind of consequence. There are just three limits to the freedom of expression under the U.S. Constitution. Those are libel. Libel. What does that mean? Libel, you're legally liable for an action that has negative consequences. All right, so libel is like, Billy, life ain't worth the shit. Go jump off that bridge. Billy goes jump off the bridge, and now Billy's dead. So I get sued for libel because I told Billy to go jump off the bridge. And I might have been joking, but he fucking did it. He took it seriously, right? So it's about the nuance of the interpretation. So it cannot be indirect. It always has to be precise and direct. So it cannot be vague. Like, you can't just say, like, life isn't worth living, and then somebody goes and kills themselves, and their family comes to sue you. No, that's not what it is. It cannot be vague or indirect. It has to be direct. Right. And then, of course, slander. What is slander? You're like, okay, you say, like, Sally's a hoe, Sally's a whore, Sally's a slut, and then Sally's not a slut, and then she sues you for slander because she's not a slut. And I think terroristic threats are self-explanatory. And that's the third thing not covered under the freedom of speech and expression. Like, you can't point at a crowd of people and go, burn this motherfucker down, and they go do it, then you're liable for that action. Burn this motherfucker to the core. Like, you can't do that. So terroristic threats is self-explanatory, I think. You know. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So a terroristic threat is a threat of violence against a person or persons or a structure or whatever. What? What's up? Why are you growling at Mama Lou? It's all right, though. Okay. Yeah. Put 2 eggs on it? Yeah. Put 2 eggs. I could go conservative and put 1. Or I could go crazy and put 2. So that's the decision point right there. So was that the book by George W. Bush? It was called Decision Points. I never read it, but it had a cool title though. I was like, Decision Points? That's a fucking great title. Decision Points. Yeah. Yeah. So James Comey wrote on his Twitter X a meme. Oh, I was going through the sand and I found something wonderful in the sand, the arrangement. And what were those things? Okay, so Donald Trump's the 47th president. And then he found... Okay, 86 means you get rid of it. So you're at a restaurant and you're like, the guy doesn't want the onion sandwich. Then you're like, okay, 86, take it off. So 86 means get rid of it, no more. Or it also means kill it. Means no more. Get rid of it. Kill it. Over. So that's what 86 means. So his meme was 8647 in the seashells in the sand. All right, so that was James Comey, the former FBI director. Is he going to get in a lot of trouble? I don't know. The Secret Service might come talk to him. He might have a inconvenient afternoon or inconvenient morning or night. Who knows? But we'll see. I don't know. He might be made an example of because these guys like Merrick Garland and people with extreme Trump derangement like Merrick Garland, because he was passed over for a Supreme Court nomination. And then James Comey has a grudge against Trump because he was fired by Trump. So. Holding a grudge against the President of the United States. Huh. Well. Now, it might be smarter for Robert De Niro and Alec Baldwin and James Comey and Kathy Griffin to move on with their lives. It might be good for them, healthy for them even. They're already millionaires or whatever, or had great careers. Go retire, go ski, go surf, go see the beach. Go, if they have, girlfriends, boyfriends, family, go see that. Go do that. You got friends and family and go enjoy. Enjoy life. People like Jimmy Kimmel have spent years of their life. It's like 10, 15 years of their life gone hating Trump. They wasted their lives. 10, 15, entire decades gone from their life. They'll never get it back. But these liberals, these bleeding heart liberals like Jimmy Kimmel, they don't get it. All right? They're not clued in. And they could have been doing anything but just hate Trump for 10, 15 years. They could have been enjoying their lives. if they could. So, a lot of people have wasted their lives attacking Trump, but I have not felt that I have wasted my life defending Trump. That was never a fool's errand to me. That was always the right thing to do. So, okay, I'm cooking the egg well, so I can be quite robust on the sandwich, not too leaky. Maybe just a little leaky, a little freaky leaky, like the Slovenian girls. Ooh. Is Sweden even Swedish anymore? They let in so many illegals from Africa and Arabia. Yeah, is it really like the like Sweden of ABBA and hot blonde blue eyed girls everywhere and stuff? Is it really that? Maybe it is still, somewhat, but is it still the country that brought us Dancing Queen? She's the dancing queen. She's only 17. Oh yeah, you could dance. Yeah, they had the really hot one in that band, huh? The really hot blonde chick. Dude. Beautiful. I'll show the Swedish girls my Swedish meatballs. Ooh, meatballs. So, I mean, I guess if Pam Bondi and Donald Trump really want to, if they want to throw the hammer at James Comey, former FBI director, I guess they could. Yeah. They got the FBI leader, Kash Patel, right now. So. What will they do to Comey, homie? Threatening a president. Threatening a president. What is... I don't know what his punishment will be, Endangering the life of a sitting U.S. president. I don't know what the charges are. It sounds pretty serious, honestly, for James Comey. I know he didn't have a wife that he cared about. He didn't have kids that he cared about, or is he just a lone man who's out of his line of work and he just doesn't know what to do with himself? Is he just somebody out of work, washed up, and his life is dimming in the universe, and he wanted to make himself known again with his tweet that his grudge against Trump was paramount to all his other considerations in his life. Wear the grudge like a crown, make nativity, calculate what you will not tolerate, desperate to control, all and everything, unable to forgive, Scarlet Letterman. You like the Tool Lateralis? Yeah, that's a great one. And one of the only musical groups to use Fibonacci code to do the time signature of their music. Yeah. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. I don't know if they did 55. I don't know how far they went with it, but. James Comey going to the clinker? We'll see. Yeah. Going to the clank. Where Leroy's butt stank. Where it's dank. Getting dank in the clank. They might put it up his butt stank. up his poop chute. Leroy comes up. Oh, got a fresh white boy over here. I was like, all right, fresh butthole. Comey, you got a new homie. Comey's new homies in jail. Yeah. So we do a triangular formation. Yes, that's good. All right, so we got our Swiss ham, 2-egg ranch witch there. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we need to get our napkin. Got the cranberry orange juice. Well, James Comey. Woo! Might have jumped the shark on this one. Might have went too far, but yeah. We just watched the shit show from the distance, the circus, and then we just laugh because we know that this was stupid, but whatever fate awaits him. Maybe just to talk. Maybe if he's lucky, he gets away with just to talk with the Secret Service. So if he's not lucky, he faces jail time. So, but maybe he's hoping he can skate by on the First Amendment or something like that. So we'll see what happens.